Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Freeze, and today I'm coming at you with the next combat that's coming to Transformers Earth Wars. The combat is going to be Skyboom, and I've already got his tooltip up, so let's take a look at it. And it says this bot shields itself, reducing damage by 50% for a few seconds and blasting enemies in the area around them every 10 seconds, dealing times 1.0 DPS. Skyboom's blast damage increases by 1.8% for every 5% health loss throughout the battle, up to 173%. So this is the 5-star at level 1, and so it looks like the upgrades that happen as you go along are going to be for his blast damage and um and then also the overall stacking that it's going to do. So this is my first time actually playing with it. This is the absolute first look of it. Obviously, as we make changes to it, I'll update on a live stream and probably an update video. So let me go in there and max this guy out, and then we'll see what he looks like after that. So here we are with the 5-star at level 10, and I'm going to go ahead and boost that up to level 11, not ability 11. But already I'm looking at it, and that's looking like quite a huge jump. I'm seeing the overall damage go up to 359, and then the blast damage going up to 6.4. So overall, the mechanic seems interesting. Let's go ahead and bring it over to the battlefield to see how that translates. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this on Armada Wheeljack, who is our newest endurance bot. And so a couple of things I'm looking for. This first pass, I just want to see how the combat bot actually works. But I want to see with Armada Wheeljack being a more of a damage dealing type warrior, if this is going to be something that's going to help him deal even more damage. So really looking forward to this particular test. This is a combat that is supposed to be for warrior class. So I'm going to go ahead and just run a regular battle in the prime zone, see how it works out. Yeah, try to get it something a tiny bit lower level just for the demonstration purpose. And so I'm just going to just drop him here in this little corner right here. So it's shield type combat. And let me get rid of some of. So you got a little bit of damage there. Now this is going to be one of those moves that the team makes where it starts to go more towards. Um, I'm noticing a pattern where they like to try to have abilities that as they get stronger over time. Now with your shields and everything, it's going to, on your rush warriors, it's going to kind of delay your ability to use it offensively. However, I paired this with Onyx Prime like I usually do on a lot of my rush tanks, um, just to help the survivability piece. But every 10 seconds it has that little small blast, and it seems pretty powerful. Now this is a weaker level base, so I'm kind of curious as to how that's going to work out long term. I think it is, the way they set it up, it is kind of appropriate for a warrior. Looks like it might have a little bug there because he did get stuck for a second. And then I just noticed that it didn't fully take down the MDS there. So let me see where the other one, I think that's the only one on this particular base. So I might actually go up to a higher level base just to just to see if it has value fighting up against tougher competition. So let's go ahead and I will do a run against one of my playtest buddies. Alright, so I'm going to run a test against my friend and fellow playtester, Certain Lee, and Prime League hard mode, just to see, just get a better gauge of how this combat's going to work in an actual like war type situation. And already I know a lot of the playtesters, or a few of the playtesters, is making suggestions that this deals a little bit more damage. There's been a couple of ideas how to do that. This is the very first look, and so they're really depending on the play test here to try to get this right and get it to where it's something that's desirable. But already I know there's always criticism anytime you have to take damage in order to deal damage or something like that. Um, Probably appropriate for a player like myself, just because I'm just looking at it as like an additional boost. I would be hard pressed to try to use this over, say, something like the Forge or Solus, what I typically like to use on some of my tanks. And so I'm curious to see how this comes out as we do further testing. Yeah, because like how I see it right now is just like we're just getting additional damage in addition to what we've got going on there. And because it takes a little bit of time to get this running, I'm going to go ahead and try to finish this battle. I'm going to use my combiner to get some of this stuff in the back because I was really just focused more on looking at that particular combat, with Skyboom. But I kind of wonder if this is going to be something that's going to help against outpost bots. I got a couple of just theories going in my head, and I'm trying to see exactly how it translates. Um, this is probably a good time. If there's any particular elements that you want me to test, if you want me to test it with certain bots, uh, let me know in the comments. And by the time we get around to the live stream and any future videos about it, I can try to cover that then. And that's what I was kind of looking for, like some of those one-on-ones, like there he's fighting against Optimal Optimus. And, it seems like it's helping get some of the damage down a little bit faster, but not, it's not something that I would say is like overpowered or anything at the current moment. I'll definitely update everybody on what the changes are as they go along. So that said, um, based off of just the concept that you've seen so far, let me know what you think. Obviously, like I said, I wind up trying this combat out on different bots. Um, Looking at it from a tooltip standpoint, a statistical standpoint, it looks decent. I think we still got some work to do, but the concept is something I don't hate it. So yeah, let me know any combos you want to see, anything like that, and I'll try to work that into the live stream, which is going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you then, and I will see you on the battlefield. Freezy is out.